Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Just Talking with your host, Anonymous. It's almost a sunny day in California today. The clouds were scattered and now it's a little bit gray outside, but I'll take it. The weather's great. Things are great. I'm feeling great. And so should you. Today we're going to talk about why do women act like victims or clueless to issues that they cause. I have several examples. Recently, I've been meeting women that have some issues, and some of their issues can be easily solved if they didn't want drama in their lives. At this point, I feel like a lot of women just kind of feed off of drama. If there's no drama, they're not interested. So, this one chick I was talking to had this ex-boyfriend that came out of the woodworks, asking how she's doing, talking about all these new changes he's made in his life. And so he did what we all do. As men, the first thing we do when we're trying to find puss is we find old puss first. Call some random people that we haven't talked to in months and be like, hey, how you doing? You might have a chance of smashing. So I understand that. I respect that. Meanwhile, I'm, dating this chick. She's not my girlfriend, but we're seeing each other. I happen to know the person that she's talking about. Nice guy. And so she's complaining to me about how he's always calling her and how annoying it is, this, that, and the other. But I ask her one simple question. Did you tell him that you don't want to talk to him anymore? She says no. He should just know. No, bitch. He doesn't because you haven't told him. And this is that shit. I've gotten several calls from this person complaining about this other person, yet at no point in time did she say, I do not want to talk to you anymore. Stop calling me. And every time she would tell me this, I would point out how she's pretending to act clueless, like she doesn't understand why she's in the situation she's in. She's also the type of person that talks about, I don't know why I meet so many horrible guys and guys never treat me right. It's because you allow it and you're attracted to it. You love it. And then you act like you don't understand why people treat you the way they treat you. You're a compulsive liar, constantly lying, constantly playing the victim. So of course, there's going to be men out there that's not going to like that. I don't condone this, but there might be some guys that'll put their hands on you because you're a fucking liar. All you do is fucking lie and act confused in the victim when things go down. I'll never understand that. I see this all the time, especially recently. Just the other day, I caught up with a friend that I haven't seen in almost 20 years. She just broke up with her boyfriend several weeks ago because he decided to sleep with his baby mama, and she kicked him out of the house. Has been single, trying to mingle. So we're chit-chatting it up. We used to sleep together 20 years ago. She'd come over, play around a little bit. Nothing too bad. And then one day, he comes over to hang out with her. Because, oh yes, they're hanging out. She doesn't understand why he acts the way he acts. Kicks him out, living with his baby mama. And she's still hanging out with him and smoking weed with him. And even giving fellatio. Yeah. Doesn't understand why he would flip out when finding out some other guy is getting fellatio as well. The confusion. And it's really simple. I see exactly what's going on. So then, of course, we're hanging out one day. Somebody bangs on my door. And guess who it is? It's the ex-boyfriend. He's upset. She doesn't understand why or how he was able to come here. Despite the fact that an hour before that, she told me that he went through her phone and that he knows all about me. So, if he's such a bad guy, you guys broke up, he's still coming over, you're smoking with him, you're giving fellatio, and you don't understand why he's going to be upset. It's amazing how that works. Given all the information I know now, I would have known right off the top that this was going to be a problem. If I would have known that she was still smoking and messing around with this gentleman, I would have never messed with her, despite the fact that they're broken up. It doesn't matter. I would have had all the signs, all the information I needed to make a decision. So what women do is they don't give you all the information. And then they got you out here ass out where things can turn deadly. And this is how people get hurt. It's amazing. She still doesn't understand. Still doesn't understand why that happened. And it's pretty goddamn obvious. You know? And everything she told me is probably nothing she told him. She's probably telling him some other shit. That she still loves him. She wants to be with him. And that maybe I am the one calling and won't stop calling her or something. Who knows? Who knows? But obviously she said enough to him to make him upset and know where I live and come to see me. The one thing I don't understand about that is that as a man, if you cheat on your girl, but then you're mad at the girl that you cheated on because she's moving on with her life, is a whole other retarded scenario. Number two, if you're willing to go to another man's house, you have no idea what this man looks like, you don't know what this man's capable of, but you're just gonna show up and bang on his door. So I'm not gonna go into details on how I was prepared for this situation, but let's just say that it could have turned deadly and not for me. I was ready. You know, I got that I wish a nigga would weaponry. So, you know, you never know what you're gonna step into. It's a crazy game. It's a crazy, crazy game. I'll never understand why people feel that way. Is it a territorial thing? Even though you fucked up a situation, you still feel like you have the rights to that? But then again, he was getting fellatio still. He still was smoking with her and hanging out. So you can't be mad at him for that. And I can lightweight see why he would be upset that she's over somewhere else messing with another guy. But the problem is, you need to have a problem with her and not with me. That's the part I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's the way that I put it. So many times I've seen this happen, and a lot of the times I'm able to stop it from going to this point because I've gathered all the information I needed. But some women are slick. They're great. They're great at lying. They're great at playing the victim. Sometimes you fall for it. Don't fall for it. You just have to assume that they're all lying to you. Every single one of them. They're all playing the victim. Every woman I've ever met in my life has said every other guy has done something to them, and never once did I ever meet anyone who said, oh yeah, I fucked that shit up with him. Never. Never, never, never. If I believed every woman I met, every man out here is a piece of shit. If I listen to what they say. But that's not the case. You're only going to hear one side of the story. Us as men, we do that shit all the time too. Everyone does it. Across the board. No one wants to admit that they fucked up. It's easier to play the victim. So, it's a shitty game, and this is the game that we play. Hopefully, I'll never have to go through any of these things ever again. I'm going to ask qualifying questions. I can never trust anybody, so I have to assume that this is going to happen with anybody. It could happen to anybody. You just have to be careful. Next time, I will be prepared yet again. So, I don't know what my point was in this whole blog, but just be careful. Don't believe what people tell you. And if she's going to tell you she's been the victim of everything, you should never fuck with her. If you ever meet a woman and she says that every guy she's been with was a piece of shit, she's not unlucky. She's attracted to pieces of shit. And if you're a good guy, she's going to fuck you over the worst. You're an easy target. Watch yourself. Anyways, thank you for listening to Just Talking. This is your host, Anonymous. Thank you for listening.